Hey guys, Jerry here, Coal Banker, realestateprofessional.com, you know the spiel. Today is covering off due diligence components with regard to purchasing a condominium. So you're basically going to have two different splits here, okay guys? You're going to have due diligence components that you're going to do on any kind of residential real estate purchase, which is home inspection, survey, property taxes, utility bill, property disclosure statement. So of course, you're going to want a copy of the survey. You're going to want to be able to see what you're actually buying with regard to the meets and bounds of the building itself. Get rid of the pop-up that's come up there. You're going to want to look at the property disclosure statement, and that should identify any issues that have happened in the past regarding the particular condominium. Utility bills you're going to want to have, because you're going to want to know how much you're going to be paying for heat and light, and that'll be a good basis for your budget moving forward. And home inspection. Of course, you're going to want home inspection done. Now, what's important to recognize with a home inspection in a condo is that it's going to cover off the components that are inside your unit. So, like plumbing and hot water boiler, and going to look for like maybe leaky windows inside your unit, your electrical. But he is not going to cover off any of the structural components of that condominium that's outside of your unit. So that's why it's so important to get the establishment certificate, which of course is an absolute requirement anyway. In Newfoundland, since just December past in 2011, the new legislature that came in requires that you are presented with an establishment certificate. But more importantly, you have 10 days from the date of acceptance or from the date of you receiving the establishment certificate, whichever one is later, to renege upon the agreement for any reason, for any reason at all. But of course, you're going to want to obtain your establishment certificate within this time frame so you can review and approve it. Things that are going to be in the establishment certificate, and just sort of a clarification there, your establishment certificate, guys, is not really like a certificate. It's more of a package, and it's going to contain all the financials of the condominium corporation. You're going to have the most recent budget. You're going to have a layout of the financial assets of the condominium, condo fees, and it should include minutes and items that have been spoke about on the board for regard to like things they're going to do or things they're not going to do, or items that have been discussed and whatnot. Like, say for example, if they're going to be doing a roof recently in the near term, or if they just had one done, it should have a detail in there of all the work that's been done in the condominium. Now, that being said, on our board, I know that it's supposed to be done that way, but in a lot of cases it's not, right? So it's so important, guys, to get the contact information for the president or another person that's on the board, so you can call or have your real estate agent call to identify, say, you want to ask questions like, when were the condo fees last increased? Is there talks about increasing the condominium fees in the future? What is your impressions of the financial situation of the condominium? Have you guys had any work done recently? What's work that you have planned in the future? And get that information right from the president, or like I said, another board member, as well as asking about any kind of issues that have gone on in the building, vandalism, issues with pets and parties or noise and that sort of stuff. And the president or another person on the board will tell you any information that you need to know. It's always good too, guys, to potentially inquire to any other people that you see that live in a condominium, and just kind of like start a conversation about those same sort of items, so you get a sense for the kind of people that are in the condominium, and is that a place that you're going to want to live. So establishment certificate, and then of course your condo bylaws. Now, like I mentioned in the previous video, that one of the, like a pro and a con, the condominium bylaws are restrictions on what you can do in the unit and in your building. Now, these can be benefits, but they can also be potential negatives. So it's important to read that document. Like, can you have pets? Are you allowed to have pets? If so, then up to a certain size, or you can just have whatever pet you want. Can you smoke in your unit? Can you not smoke in your unit? Can you rent your unit? Is there restrictions on renting your unit? and the list goes on. There can potentially be really any item that's restricted in the condo bylaws. So it's very important for you to read it, your realtor to read it, and then your lawyer is going to read it, and then you're going to identify some items. Like say, for example, in our condominium, and many, this is sort of a standard thing, you're not allowed to store anything, say, in the common areas. You can't store a bike in there, or, you know, put stuff in the halls. You can't store an animal in the halls, and that's normal stuff. But you know, that may be something that means something to you. You got a bicycle you want to put under the stairs, you may have to get permission for that sort of thing. So, quickly recap. You got your standard stuff: survey, utility bills, property taxes, home inspection, property condition disclosure statement. Then you're going to want to get your estoppel certificate and your condo bylaws, which you're going to thoroughly review, and you're going to want to inquire to someone that's on the board to get any other additional information that you're looking for. So guys, those are just very quickly some items to go through, due diligence components for purchasing a condominium. If you've got any more questions, if you'd like clarification on any of the points, I'm sorry I'm kind of going through it pretty quickly here, trying to get the video size down. But yeah, you can email me at Jerry, Jerry, at therealestateprofessional.com. You can give me a ring. I really appreciate you watching the video. Cheers.
If you'd like to learn more about real estate in St. John's or the services that I have to offer, please visit me online at therealestateprofessional.com. Here you'll find links to my blog, as well as to my Facebook and LinkedIn pages. You can also view other videos I posted on YouTube at youtube.com/JerryRoyals. If you have any questions, feel free to email me at jerry@therealestateprofessional.com.